Breaking news now out of New Mexico, where a judge has thrown out the Alec Baldwin manslaughter case just a few days after the trial began. The actor weeping in court, the dismissal due to the misconduct of police and prosecutors over withholding evidence from the defense in the on-set shooting of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins in 2021, almost 3 years ago. For more, I'm joined by criminal defense attorney Alexandra Kazarian. Good to have you. We booked you this morning before this bombshell twist. It is really stunning. Explain exactly what happened here with that evidence.
It is so wild. I'm so glad that you called me this morning so that I had time to really dive into this and digest, because even for me, it was confusing. So what happened is, after the conviction of the armorist, somebody came to court and told prosecutors, I have evidence, I have information. They took too long to talk to him when he was in court, so he went directly to the police station and he handed in this information. Somebody there took a look at it and made a determination on their own that it wasn't relevant to the case. And strangely, they booked it under a separate case number and under a separate name. So prosecutors that were actually involved in prosecuting Alec Baldwin said that they didn't know about it. And this happened months ago. And they said that they didn't have any knowledge of it. And when it finally came to light, it was very, very confusing. And the defense argued that the prosecution actually hid it because it was evidence that could exculpate, which is a hard word to say, but it means, instead of it proving that he was guilty, it could prove that he was innocent about knowing where the live ammunition came from. Well, and the judge agreed.
Yeah, and we saw that the special prosecutor came out and said, obviously, I disagree with the judge. That's understandable that that would be her line. Have you ever seen anything like this? Because now he's completely in the clear.
Right. So I've seen arguments like this. I've seen courts agree with the defense in arguments like this. The very interesting and unique thing that happened here is that the judge said, I'm dismissing this. I'm not giving you a continuance so that your experts can take a look at it and come back with an argument. I am dismissing this with prejudice. I think at this point, because there's been so many issues in this investigation and in this prosecution, I mean, the case has already been dismissed once and then refiled. I think at this point, in the middle of the trial, the judge said, that's enough. I'm done. We're not doing this anymore. And of course, he still faces criminal lawsuits from the Hutchins family. We had Gloria Allred on with us last night, and she's representing Halyna Hutchins' parents and sister, and they live in Ukraine, and they couldn't be in the courtroom. So those cases continue. What does this mean, though, for Hannah Gutierrez Reeds? Because she's the armorer who was already convicted for 18 months. She's currently serving that sentence, and her attorney came out today and said, I want her case overturned. Absolutely. Alec Baldwin is facing civil lawsuits, no more criminal lawsuits.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. I meant civil. Thank you.
I know you did, and I hate to be able to correct you.
No, please.
Absolutely. That conviction now definitely at least needs to be looked at and determine whether it's relevant, because the theory is that that ammunition that came in from a third party. It didn't come in from Hannah. It didn't, and Alec Baldwin didn't know that Hannah was being negligent. That's the exact theory. So if that's the reason that it got dismissed here, then it's absolutely relevant to her conviction, and her conviction may absolutely be overturned. It would likely be a motion for a new trial. It doesn't have to be an entirely new appeal. That's what the defense is hoping, that she doesn't have to go through the appeals process, that the conviction will be withdrawn and a new trial will happen.
Wow. Okay, so we'll continue to follow that and see if she ends up getting a whole new trial as well. We appreciate you, of course. Always correct me. You're the expert. That's why I have you on. I'm not. So, yes, civil cases he still faces. Alexandra Kazarian, thank you for being with me tonight on this Friday night.
Thank you so much.
Okay, talk to you soon.